Bodega Boys.
Bodega Boys staff meeting Friday, October 23rd.
Yo, guys, thanks for being here. I know it's early. Production meeting episode. What's tonight's episode? 223.
Yeah, bro.
All right. I see Yesenia. See
Yo, what's good? I'm here, yo. What's up?
I'm here. Michael Anthony's in the other room.
Yeah, well, we can't start without Deez and Mero. I see Mero.
Anyone watch Emily in Paris last night? It's so good.
Yeah, what up, y'all? Everybody here?
Yo. What's up? What up? Deez in the house.
Yeah,
what up, Vic?
What's good,
what
my
up,
guys?
Mero?
Yeah, the only person we're missing is Michael Anthony, but we can go ahead and start without him.
Yeah, he'll come on.
Want to lead us off?
Yeah, thank you, Vic. All right, guys. Happy. Oh, jeez. I was gonna say happy Monday, but who even knows what day of the week it is now?
I don't even know.
Oh boy. Anyway,
right.
You know what it is. Another podcast, episode 223. What do you guys want to cover in it?
Shit, I don't know.
I mean,
Just keep
can we
it a
do
little
something
bit
about can we do something about sexy babies or something? I mean,
Mr. Fun. That's not.
Come on now. Somebody mute him. Yo, Victor, can you mute him, please?
Come on,
Please mute Mr. Fun. He's wilding, bro. He stay wilding.
He's saying some wild shit.
God.
Yesenia, you have any ideas? Anything?
Yo, I was thinking maybe we could do like a very deep dive, like some John Oliver type shit, like into Fashion Nova. You know what I'm saying? And like fast fashion in general, because I'm like aware of the environmental impact that it has on the societies and shit like that.
Okay.
I think we should like really pivot to like more like like academic type topics on the podcast.
Okay,
you know
Yesenia, we thank you. We thank you for your input.
But, I feel like you're trying to cut me off of OD, so I'm gonna just keep talking.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you.
So
I'm gonna mute you. Victor. Okay, yes, Yesenia. Thank you. We love you. You're wonderful. You were not a diversity hire. Okay, it's not like we just need you, in this writer's room because you are a Dominican from the Bronx. So we have Mero for that, right, Mero? Oh, okay.
Yo,
shit.
Wow, what is she doing?
Hold up, wait, is Michael Anthony's on? Okay, all right, so we're here. All right, now if you guys...
Hey, bro, what's up, bro?
Yeah,
What's up?
Michael Anthony.
Am I early, bro?
No, you're actually late. We started on time. We started on the same time we start
No, we don't.
the same time.
Bro, come on, bro.
All right.
Bro, you're always breaking my balls, bro. Come on. All right,
okay, all right.
So this is what we're going to do on the show today, bro. On the podcast, this is what we got, bro. All right, check it out.
Right.
So, this thing, right, where it's we're doing a half an hour sketch, right? Where I go on a journey to find Julio and Hot Bag, right?
Okay, let's all stay focused.
Like an hour
Victor, could you mute Michael Anthony? Thank you.
I already got it.
I think it's a great idea, bro. It's a collaborative.
All right, now if everyone checks in the email that was sent out last night, you'll find the links to the Google Doc, and that has all the elements we're going to use tonight. I think we might do a deep dive, maybe some, somebody suck that baby's dick, maybe Giuliani's teeth. Yeah, something like that.
Whoa. Carmela, can you please talk to your son?
What's he
Is
doing?
see what Michael Anthony's doing?
Oh my God! What is he going? What Michael Anthony? What are you doing? What's he doing? Turn your camera off.
Am I muted?
Michael Anthony, you're not muted. Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony, everyone can see your Piscadillo.
Oh, fuck.
Michael Anthony. Oh, my God. Michael Anthony, do not make me come into the next room. Oh, my God. Mero, just do something.
I can't do anything. Mero, can you...
It's so hot, bro.
I think he likes that we can see him.
Victor, turn off his... Wait, is he the host? What the...
Oh, God. Yeah.
I'm ending the meeting. I'm ending the meeting.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm going to do the drop. Oh, I'm going to do the drop. Oh, I'm going to do the drop. Do the drop. Oh, God.
Meeting ended. That shit was disgusting. I think I'm going to be sick.
You're listening to The Audio Art, the most dangerous podcast in the universe. Do the drop.
Wow, that's easily probably the most Susio intro we've ever done. My God.
You said you're so hot, bro. Come on, bro. She's hot, dude. What do you want me to do?
Wow.
I didn't know my camera was on. I don't know how to use technology. The white man's technology.
See, the problem with that, Mero, why you think that's funny, that also raises the question. If no one's ever masturbated on your Zoom call, have you been looking your best?
You know what I'm saying?
Think about it. Have you been coming to these Zoom meetings? You just rolling out of bed. You're not doing your hair and shit. Maybe now no one's getting the chub. That's your fault. You know?
Y'all all wearing sweatsuits and shit?
You know?
Looking all frumpy?
This is not assigned to any gender, by the way. This is not gender specific.
Listen,
Niggas
maybe
be frumpy as fuck in them Zooms.
You know. So listen, sometimes when Miro has his makeup on, he be looking right. The silhouettes hit the sides. You know, it reminds me of La Marina when the waitresses used to come with the.
I know how to contour.
Niggas came in hot. We even do the intro. Listen, it's episode 223 of the most dangerous podcast in the Northern Hemisphere. You know what it is. Shout out to Cash App. Shout out to our respective domiciles where we have been cocooned for months. Haven't seen outside.
Nah.
Starting to talk to the empty boxes that my Amazon packages come in. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Fighting them for who controls the living room.
Yo.
I know at night they plot on me. I see them. See them.
Them
Every now and then.
smiles. Them smiling boxes. Yeah.
Every now and then I gotta go out there with a box cutter and make an example of one of them to keep the rest of them humble. Yeah, you know the fucking vibes.
Yo, then this little smile turns into a frown like, oh shit, he ain't playing.
Oh shit, he's coming.
He's about that life. He got that rainbow.
Oh shit, is that cellar dwellers I hear? Oh no, because you hear 90s hip hop, you hear box cutters because they're coming.
Cellar dwellers.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
The cellar dwellers. The
Hip
good
hop,
dwellers.
hip hop.
Real hip hop. Hip hop holds up this podcast. Without hip hop, it would fall flat.
It would fall flat without real hip hop.
Hip hop is the tortoise that this podcast rides on.
That's right. The culture, the 5 elements, the 5 pillars. You know
the 5 pillars. It's like the 11 herbs and spices at Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know what? The fact that no one has ever leaked what those are shows that KFC does not slap like that.
They're lying.
Yeah.
They don't got 11 herbs and spices. They just throw adobo on some chicken and fry it.
Salt, pepper, paprika, flour.
Done.
Cumin. You know, come on.
You're being real generous with the cumin.
Right? Pinch of sugar.
You're giving them a lot. You just gave them an idea. They were like, oh shit, we could put another spice in here.
A dash of curry. Let me see, some Scotch bonnet. They're like, nah, we ain't doing all that, Jesus.
We're sorry, we're not getting that ethnic.
Listen, they're buying our chicken. We don't need to do that.
We don't need anything.
The KFC on White Plains Road went out of business. I thought they went out of business because they weren't selling chicken, but apparently the rent was too high. But I guess that means they weren't selling enough chicken, which I mean is good for my old neighborhood. That means we wasn't sucking on chicken like that. But
I mean, it's good for people's health, I guess. Or it could be terrible, because you know what I'm saying. I feel like most people in the Bronx, like, it's a lot of food deserts. You know what I'm saying? And maybe instead of going to KFC, they were just saying fuck it and just buying that 100-pack of ramen and making it happen. That top ramen and making it happen.
I mean, there you go. Sometimes you need 80% of your daily sodium in one intake.
Just one shot. You know what I'm saying?
Hassan just informed me KFC no longer serves potato wedges. Wow.
They got fries now. They're trying to be like the real KFC, Kennedy Fried Chicken.
Wow.
Swagger jacket. Next thing you know, they're going to be giving you little wax bags with the fries. Yeah.
Wow. How you get rid of potato wedges? Those potato wedges used to slap, though.
Yo,
damn.
What? That was a whole meal.
You
could get like one piece of chicken with potato wedges and be Gucci. Like, yo, I'm good.
End of an era. Your kids won't know about theaters or potato wedges. So sad.
So sad. You hate to see it.
Also won't know about real Halloween or Thanksgiving for a while. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, nah. I'm bugging because I'm watching how they order costumes and shit. I'm like, what are you ordering kids' costumes for? Like,
yeah, what's y'all game plan for Halloween?
Like, are we gonna sit in the crib and like, because even putting like a candy bowl outside the crib, because this area is quite suburban. So you could just put a bowl of candy out of the house and it's like honor system. Motherfuckers come and take like 2 pieces and bounce. But even that is just like real sus to me because it's like, fam, you getting real close to my crib. I don't know where you been. You know what I'm saying? And I want the schools to stay open as long as possible. So,
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do around here for Halloween, but I do know they had salsa dancing in the street this today. So you know what? Fuck it. Pandemic's over for some people. So
yo, I feel like people took the phrase like, yo, you can do outdoor activities like very literally, and just took everything outside. Like, fam, you can't have a house party outside.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
with
can.
100 people.
Corona took an oath that it was gonna play by the rules. So Corona, Corona always counts.
I forgot.
Corona be like, oh, you're gonna get
my bad.
7
You're
feet
outside,
away.
going base.
You're outside. Black Magic, you got it. You got it.
Got me.
Corona in your house. Like, how many people they're allowed to have? 20? All right. 18, 19. Oh, all right. Y'all good. Yeah, damn. So
Damn,
close.
was about to G off.
Damn, I got you next time. Corona
He's about to super spread.
Corona got in the Honda CRX with the other viruses and drive off, look for other victims. Like, yeah. Corona got the wild checklist before it's like starting a plane and shit. Like, yo.
Let me see. How y'all?
All right.
All right, there's 19. Damn, we can't do that.
Oh, wait, it's a
with
birthday
mask,
party.
Oh,
Nah, but it's a
alright,
birthday
yeah.
party. So, can't do it. Yeah.
damn.
Fuck.
Shit.
Damn.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yo, retirement party, jackpot.
Yeah,
About
let's
to go
go.
in there
Wait.
and murk everybody's nana. Let's go.
Wait. Yeah, bro.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Oh, we can't. Oh.
Nah, we can't. No one cares about old people. Trump said it. So it's like, oh, shit.
yeah,
Damn. Oh.
Fuck.
Meanwhile, like, you got niggas playing hookah playing double dutch with hookah uptown and
Yo.
shit. And Corona's
Yo.
like, fuck. Corona's trying to get close, but it's like a force field. Like, beep,
Fam,
boop, boop.
I was over around I promise y'all I did not get out the whip, just cruising by over 170 something. I'm not even gonna blow up the spot and make a half of them, but they was out there, dog, with with the hydrant open with the cans, not caring, yo, fuck it, we out here summertime.
Yeah,
this
listen.
is a month or so back, but still,
The new, I mean, people gotta. My homegirl that works in the restaurant, she was saying that people were coming through and they have the jackets on and shit, but they're ordering appetizers. They're not getting entrees and shit because you gotta sit outside and eat it, and it's it gets cold fast. You get cold fast. Smoking hookah outside in the cold is not that good, but places are opening up, so you have indoors. But then I passed a spot yesterday, and the DJ was like, "Yo, if it's your birthday, make some noise." You heard that nigga's like, "Yeah." No, they didn't have masks on. So I'm like, wait. Are you guys all yelling inside? Bro.
They're like, yo, it's not hot anymore. Turn the ventilation off.
And the new thing is people was like, yo, don't worry about the numbers going up for the testing. It's about the fatality rate. And it's like, no, nigga, that's the kind of shit people who got shot before say. All right? They be like, yo, the worst thing that can happen is you get shot. You could live. It's like, no. I don't want to pee in a bag.
I don't want to do that. Why would I do
that
that if I could just avoid it entirely?
Yeah.
How about that? How about I just don't get shot at all?
Exactly.
That sounds
Niggas
more fun.
Niggas like, nah, you'll survive, and now you can never taste again. You can't smoke. You got some weird, your lungs vibrate.
Yo, not for nothing. That is what scares me about Rona the most. It's people telling me yo, I had this shit, and it went away in a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever, but I can't smell and I can't taste shit, and it's been 5 months and I can't taste shit. I'm like, bruh, I can't. I'm a fat motherfucker. I can't live like that, dog. If I can never taste food again.
There's a TikTok, and shorty, because of COVID, she can't taste anything, so she bites into a raw onion. She's just eating mad, disgusting foods, and she's like, I can't taste anything. And it's not funny. It's just that's what she can't
You just
smell
gave me the
anything.
wild Susio idea.
What's the idea?
Yeah, Bodega Boys scat play. OnlyFans.
That would, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Would you sit in there eating dookie?
I'm gonna keep it sucio. That's not sexy if she can't smell it, bro. Let's keep it funky, bro.
How many minutes in? 15 minutes in. Susio.
That's that's part of the appeal,
The
bro.
intro was Susio. what are we
It's
talking
all
about?
Susio.
Come on. It started Susio.
It's that meme with the astronaut with the gun behind him. And he's like, it's Susio, and the other one's like, always been Susio. Always been.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, the Susio levels are heightened because of being inside. I mean,
Yeah.
duh. We were inside. Niggas is inside.
Come on.
Niggas is inside.
Everybody's horny, dog. I'm having more
It's
sex
not
than
just-
ever.
It's not even that. Well, you are?
Yeah. It's wild.
Why?
All the time, randomly. Mass, spontaneous, yo, the kids in the shower.
And you just do it?
Yeah, just bang out in the basement, lock the door in the bedroom. Yo, they're good. They're playing they're playing video games. Let's get busy. You know what I'm saying?
He said,
It's
let's
kinda
get
hot.
busy. Sean Paul.
Oh man, get busy. Just shake that culture out.
This nigga banging on the damn furnace. Wow.
Like, yo, stop beating up the damn cheeks. Stop beating up the
Wow.
damn cheeks.
Sheesh. Oh God. You gotta get out this
Yo.
house. But shout out to Showtime, number one show in late night.
Right.
So we just shot another thing. We were outside up at Wave Hill. That was fun.
Yeah, shut the Wave Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
So
Wave
it's a good
Hill.
time.
Beautiful place. Shout out everyone in the Bronx that ever went there on a school trip.
Word.
Every
Rolled
now
down
and
the hill,
then-
got sick.
They were like, yo, let me take you little Bronx urchins to a magical place called Riverdale. And we was like, whoa.
Whoa, where is this? Are we in
Whoa.
Pennsylvania?
We're in Narnia. Whoa, there's water. Whoa. Is that a subway? They're like, oh, you simple summer children. That is called the Metro North. We're like, whoa.
Whoa, it's
is
the
that-
trains of prosperity.
Is that the Hudson line? Whoa, bro. Bro, I heard
Let's
a
go to
peak ticket is
Booster.
I heard a peak ticket's like 1732, bro. Yeah. The chronicles of just young kids in the Bronx.
That shit used to get me so mad, the Metro North, bro, because you know the Fordham stop on the Metro North. Like, anytime I would try to go up to Boost in Connecticut, like, the prices were very, like, not constant.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's, as a former Metro North rider, that is how we keep the others off the train.
I knew that. I was
That's
like,
all
yo,
it
because
is.
you just see mad teenagers and that confused at the little machine,
Yep.
like, yo, $8.98? What the
It's
fuck?
like, I'm going where? I gotta get an off-peak ticket. I gotta get a peak ticket. And
Yeah.
then when they announced it, they're just like, "Yo, there's the train. Hope you got the right ticket.
Hope you got the right ticket,
easier now.
stupid."
It's easier now because you got the app. But shout out to people who, for a while there, you could get away with buying the ticket and then taking a picture of your screen and then just showing them that because they wasn't really checking it. Now they would check the QC code on it. But we had a good run there because fraudulence always wins. But yeah, that's how they keep other people off. It was during the transit strike because of the way the MTA was set up. Buses and trains weren't working, but the Metro North was still working, and so they announced it on the news. It was like the Metro North is still running, and so everyone that took the subway was trying to get on the Metro North. And when they were asking for tickets, people were pulling out their Metro cards, and they was like,
Yup.
"What the fuck?" They was like,
And,
"What the
yo,
fuck you doing?"
And they fuck with niggas even more because the Metro North, like Grand Central, whatever, had the fucking machines that look like MetroCard machines.
Yeah,
But I'm
they're
like-
for the
and
Metro
they-
North.
Yeah, and then you pull it. I remember standing in line for one of them shits for like half
Yeah.
an hour, dog.
That's right,
And again,
'cause you know
they'd be
what?
Like,
Because you
Oh.
did it. You did it. Why? You did it on the first of the month, or you did it on a holiday weekend, because that's when it's the longest.
Yup.
Because the people at the Metro North, they don't like if you could be riding the Metro North nonstop for 20 years. If you got a monthly ticket, the day you don't got that monthly ticket, they make you feel like a criminal. And they're like threatening you to throw you off to the next station. So you got to go there, buy it. If you didn't get your ticket, you got to buy it. That's why you got to wait in a line. But shout out to the app, again, when the app works. Because sometimes the app don't work, and you try to open it where the person's checking it, and it's like, opening. We can't see, we can't signal.
Ah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying. Hold on,
Hold on, young
this is
fella.
a shiny screen here, fella. Wow. Oh, you got a whole
Damn.
phone. There's a camera in here. Oh, okay.
yo, you an
all
app
right.
though. You brand new.
Hold on.
You new technology. Come on, man.
So let me see.
not
You got
old.
on. You got on at Yorkville station. I know. But
Yes,
there was a
yes.
store there, and I used to get 4
okay.
peppermint candies.
I need to get to
for
Penn Station.
A Buffalo nickel.
I'm going to.
So,
I want to go to
okay.
the ranges.
So now you want to get to Grand Central.
Yes, please.
It's terminal, not station. My friend, a lot of people make that
that's
mistake.
fine. That's fine. I take the subway a lot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Would you like a peak or an off-peak ticket?
Oh my god, I don't even know what that means. Can I just get on a train? I just want to get on a train. I just want to get on a train, go to Grand Central. Can you just do that?
Listen,
Can I just press one button to do that?
In my day and age, you people used to like clean the trains, and now you want to ride on them and giving me a hard time.
whoa! You talking wild brazy for an app?
Like people are like, wait, wouldn't the app be like 2 years old and not an old person?
Yeah,
And I'm like,
exactly.
you know what? Fuck you. Fuck your logic. Okay. Anytime you apply logic to this podcast is a hate crime. Sorry, those are the rules.
So yeah, that's it.
That's the rules.
Done. Period.
That's all right.
That's it. And before
Thank
the door
you.
close.
Thank you. You hear the people
Very
clapping?
close.
Those are social justice warriors for us pointing it out.
That's
So
right.
Listen, if you criticize this podcast, you're criticizing an oppressed class.
That's right. You're criticizing marginalized communities at large.
Yes.
Stupid.
And by marginalized, we mean because we've only ridden a private jet once.
One time. Only
One
one
time.
time. And it wasn't even like a G6.
Exactly.
It was like a G4.
Was it you? We barely got photos on it. We couldn't even floss.
Yeah.
Meryl couldn't even do like the cash stack in the air. Be like,
come
gotta
on.
go. The money's calling.
Yo.
all right. I couldn't look out the window and be like, yo, thinking of a master plan.
You
Or
know
do
what
a
I'm saying?
Jay-Z lyric underneath it.
Yeah.
Like you belong to the city. Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
couldn't do that.
Couldn't take the selfie like, yo, this is clearly us, just us in this motherfucking plane. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the bottle of champs. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't even do that.
Or me with my head down on the table talking about, oh, the grind is hard, but it's worth it. Or something like that.
Facts.
Even better.
With the sleep mask on, laid back,
Yeah.
full recline, like, yo.
Or the picture of me and Miro knocked out sleeping, and Victor's like crouched in the middle, and we got the Nipsey Hussle quote, "The marathon continues." We didn't get any of that, okay?
Nah.
We're struggling out here.
We're struggling, dog.
We only went to Vegas with a billionaire once, you know?
Just one time.
One time.
You know what
One
I'm saying?
time.
The
Right?
average American does that at least 10 or 15 times in their lifetime.
That's what I
You know what I'm
heard.
saying?
That's what I saw on Twitter.
That's the
what
American
us-
dream. I
that's
see a
what
lot of
voted.
motherfuckers complaining about tax plans and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody must be making $500,000 a year.
Fiddy voted for Trump for the tax purposes. I was doing the math. I was like, yo, should I vote for Trump for tax purposes? It was like, no.
Nah, it's not
Nah.
really gonna. Nah,
It's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you. It's not worth the trouble.
not in the long run. Not when niggas pull out the receipts like, yo, you coming out the booth and shit. You got the toupee on, like,
Yeah.
it's just as I voted.
As soon as you vote for Trump, when you come out, you're in a pair of Dockers. You're like, ah!
Immediately. The first person that you start calling motherfucking slurs on the way out the fucking establishment.
Listen here, Buster. Like, whoa, relax.
Wow. You start using alliteration for no reason. You'd be like, oh, it's Slow Steven again with the sign-in book, huh?
Yo, let's go.
Yeah. Come
Oh,
on.
wow.
Sleepy
Oh, wow.
Steve.
Wow, it's Fast Fred over here. Look how fast he's flipping the paper. Wow, slow down, Julio
yeah,
Gonzalez.
Slow down. Yeah, make sure there's no voter fraud.
And then you start using references from like the 60s or the 70s and shit. This is like, oh wow, look, we got the star from Welcome Back Carter over here. It's like,
Oh, whoa.
wow,
What?
wow.
Let's call them motherfucking sweat hogs. They're like, yo, we don't know. We're 30 something, sir. I don't understand that.
Wow. Wow, someone's about to jump the shark like Fonzie. You're like, excuse me?
What? Fam, do you know that I found out that what that meant at the age of like 33? Like, I was just using that phrase. Like, okay, this is
everybody
just
was
one of those
using
things
it.
that makes no sense.
I mean,
Like-
it's a great phrase. It's like the phrase has transcended that moment on the show. Which, if you think about it, it could have been called. We could have used that. Like there was a lot of other shows
could've
that
been
had
like,
to jump in the shark. Remember, we could have been like the Urkel moment. Like you remember when Urkel took over Family Matters? It could have been the. Actually, no, that wasn't the problem with Family Matters. Was when the little kid Richie that looked like Lionel Richie,
little Richie. Yep.
where he came on. It was like, all right, relax. Oh, remember. This is the moment. It was a shark jumping moment. Hold on. Let me get my facts straight, bro.
To me, it was Stefan Urkel. When they were like, when he had this stupid machine that turned him into a cool guy.
Yeah, but we loved it. We loved it. We were stupid. We were dumb. You know we loved that shit.
Yo,
let's fucking go. Yeah.
Yeah, he's about to get ass. Yeah, he's cool now.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yo,
Hold on,
at least
wait,
he's gonna
wait.
let him be finally. Also, he had a joint that was kind of bad. I don't remember, but there was a girl that was like on him, and he was just like dubbing her. He was trying
She
to
ended
get to
up
Lisa.
dying of breast cancer, but she was she
in real
was-
life.
Yeah, in real life, yes.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
R.I.P. dog.
Remember, what was the kid's name? Remember Married with Children? Peggy was pregnant and then she miscarried, but then out of nowhere they got a kid. His name
The
like
little
6 or
blonde
7?
kid. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
His name was like 7 or 6 or
Yeah.
some shit like that. He had
Yeah.
a dumbass name. It was like a number or like H, like some random letter. Yo, that was it for that show, B. Like, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, 7.
Imagine him trying to put that shit on today.
7 was a
Seven?
cousin of Peg Bundy's cousin, and yeah, once he came on, it was like, all right,
okay,
enough is enough.
all right.
Mike Tyson trying to end the show. Come on, that would be like Seinfeld adopting a kid. Like it
Fam,
changes
that
everything.
that wouldn't fit at all. Like, imagine Seinfeld being like the masturbation challenge shit, like, but fucking with a kid when he has a kid.
Yeah.
And he's just like in there like, well, it's easy for me. I got a kid in the house.
Don't jerk it in front of your kid. And he's like, Dad, what's the deal with beating your meat? And like, why are they calling it beating your meat? Why are you disciplining your meat? Why don't we call it giving your talking to your meat? Why are we calling it meat? Are we not vegan? I dated a girl, she was vegan once, and I was like, so what do you do about blowjobs? And she said, I don't do those. And I said, well, check please. And then
I don't do this. Check.
Yeah, he had to run.
Yo, for real. I was like, yo, Larry David is pissed for that shit,
Super
boy.
Paid to the point where, like, it's like, what's even the point of getting up in the morning?
Like, why are you doing TV stuff? Why are you making shows? You must love this shit, nigga, because...
True. But then, is it that, or is it that it's just so easy to do? Like,
Also
at that point,
it's like,
you know how
bro,
to
it's a
do it,
layup.
so you might as well just do it.
Why
you
not?
Might as well just... Wait, you know, shit, maybe I could have... You know what? Maybe I want another house in Calabasas. You know? Because I forgot what... I forgot who on one of the shows, on one of our shows that we interviewed, and they said it gets to a point where you stop thinking about it as like paychecks and you just see it as, okay, I'm doing this project and it's going to buying a house, or this project's going to buying a car, or this project's going to surgery. And I was like, wow,
that's very real. That's very
wow.
real.
I'm like, wow, that's some different shit there, boy.
That's very real. I forgot. Yo, yeah, you're right. Now I'm not remembering this shit. I feel like we asked somebody like, yo, what was like? Is there some shit that you did just for? Oh, it was Ethan Hawke. Like, have you ever done something for a check?
Yeah, that's but what? Yeah, Ethan Hawke was the one that was saying that he writes humble on the thing, but this was somebody I think back on the Vice days that said that shit. And I was like, yo. I was like,
which
I
one of the
so.
8,000 guests?
It's, I think that was when we interviewed Rudy from the Cosby Show or some shit. I don't know. Like,
who knows?
Every now and then a picture comes up or YouTube be like, you want to watch this? And I'm like, holy, this happened?
Well, how? When the fuck did we do that?
I was like, I did not remember. I did not remember interviewing this person. And I was like,
yo.
And the interview's super good. We seem super
like,
close.
fam.
Like we're best friends and shit. I'm just like,
yo, when the
what?
fuck? When did we interview Desmond Tutu? Like, when did that happen? Like, we just over there kicking it. Like,
it's like, yo, number one show at late night. We got blah, 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 blah. And tonight, who's in the house, Miro? Yo, give it up for Nelson Mandela. I'm like,
yo. What? Yo, he came from Cuba. Like, what? Oh, that's where everybody's at, huh?
They're like, what?
He's like, yes, I had a great time with Tupac over there.
And they're like,
oh, shit.
People are like, this must be an old episode. And I'm like, and we talk about Rudy Giuliani in the new Borat movie. Like, how did they do this? It's like, you know how we do it? Tricknology.
It's called tape a hole, motherfucker. Yo, I saw this shit yesterday, and then I saw you tweet about it, so I was just like, yo, we got to talk about this. Giuliani's footwear. In that motherfucker, yo, my man came out with like the Elmer Fudd, like those don't even look like human feet shoes. They look like, remember?
Your man came with the Bob the Builder shoes, bro.
For real, like the movie where niggas were like half cartoon, half Cool World. It's like he was being transformed, or like Roger Rabbit, like he was transforming from the feet up as a cartoon.
He came with the stompers. Those look like he found them in the Lost and Found and just threw them on. Like he was walking around barefoot before.
I'm like, yo, you stole these shoes from Smokey the Bear, my G? Like, what the fuck?
And then somebody in the comments was like, he's older, he might have a circulatory problem. And I was like, I'm supposed to feel sorry for that bitch? I think not.
Sorry for Giuliani. Get the fuck out of here.
All right. I was there. I remember when people used to call it WBLS, shout out to WBLS, and they were saying after Sean Desmond that the guy that Giuliani, the NYPD killed because the undercover cop ran up on him and was like, yo, you got drugs? And he was like, yo, get the fuck away from me. And he like pushed the DT and the DT ended up killing him. Which, you know what I'm saying? There was nothing wrong with, like, not anything wrong with the cops killing him. I mean, there was nothing wrong with him defending himself. Why are you asking the man for drugs? But then Giuliani was like, oh, how do we know he wasn't no choir boy? And then they opened up his sealed childhood record to try to slander him. And it turned out he was a choir boy. So that was ironic. But then all the Haitian community, they was like being quiet. And people was like, yo, they're going to put the wild voodoo spell on Giuliani. And people call it WBLS and say that shit. And the mother was like, no, that's not how we work, blah, blah, blah. We want justice. But then Giuliani got the stomach cancer. And everyone was like, yo.
See?
But
keep playing.
Maybe if somebody did put a hex on him, because look how his life is ending. If you put a hex on somebody, this is how their life goes down slowly. Piece by piece, bit by bit.
Slow
There's a little
burn.
thing called kill a nigga die. It's called kill a nigga breathing. You know what I'm saying? He's alive, but he's dead.
It's the water drop. It's the water drop torture. Just like one drop of water falling on your head for years and years and years.
You know what it is. You know what it is. That you guys.
You earned it all, you scumbag.
You know what it is. Just water dripping on your head, just over and over and over.
Then your kids is like, yo, we don't even bang with you, you bozo. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta be. I mean, I'm giving him too much credit. I'm giving him too much humanity. I'm like, yo, what if he feels bad that his kids don't bang with him? And I'm like, he probably doesn't give a fuck.
He don't give a shit.
He don't give a fuck.
He's his own person. He's like a stinky person. But you know what? It's not even about Giuliani. What we were just talking about was about dripping on your head. Drip, drip, drip. You know what I'm saying? That Chinese water torture.
Pow.
It drive you wild. And I noticed I didn't say crazy.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Mero, what does Chinese water torture have to do with this podcast?
Well,
now, if you go back, if you rewind, what did I say was
Open your third eye.
Pillar of this podcast? What holds this podcast up?
Real hip hop.
Real hip hop. And where would you get Chinese water torture at? Huh? Let me ask you. I'll tell you where.
Yeah. Woo. Wait for the drums though. Wait for the drums though. Y'all not ready.
Woo. Woo.
Yo.
Death by hip hop. Death by hip hop.
Death by hip hop. Yo.
Hip hop. Hip hop.
Yo. That's right. Yo. J. Root, the Damager. I rap like this for an entire album, an LP. That means long play.
My mom's great.
Right.
You know what's funny? When we play these things on a podcast, people are like, "Oh, they're making fun of it." Like, we're honestly getting hyped about this shit. Like, I ain't
gonna lie. I mean, I'm not over here fake hating on J. Root, the Damager. Like, nah,
this is my shit.
Rock out to this shit.
I'm like, I can't wait for the podcast to end. I'm gonna play this shit in my living room for real. Nigga.
Bro, I was writing last night when I sent you that shit. Bro, I had Onyx Back to Fuck Up on repeat. Like, I just made a playlist of like just the tracks without the skits and just ran it on a loop. Fam, and then I got to Shifty and I was like, damn, I forgot how hard this shit goes. And I just put that shit on repeat for like 2 hours, dog. And I was just sitting there like, clack, 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 clack. Low down, gritty and grimy.
Woo, Shifty. Onyx doesn't really hit the same now because now that you're seeing the lives of the people who were in it, it's kind of weird because like now I'm like, wow, I was doing wilder shit than most of the rappers I was listening to.
Yeah, it's like, and that's that part that hurt my feelings, bro. Twitter, the inception and the rise of Twitter ruined all my rap heroes for me because I really thought like Prodigy, rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, was out here throwing TVs at people. And like, you know, Killer Black was out here in the streets like murdering people, and I was just like, yeah, me too. I'm smoking angel dust. I'm gonna catch a body. And then like, Twitter comes around and they show like, you know, they're beefing over dick pics and shit, and like, I'm just like,
I mean, even before Twitter, like when I would meet these rappers, and you'd be like, oh wait, you just regular niggas.
Yeah,
you just a regular ass nigga that can rhyme. Shit.
I was fam, but I met Havoc. Also, TV, this shows motherfuckers in like weird proportions because I thought Havoc and Prodigy were like big dudes.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So then I'm doing my little messenger job in the city and shit, and I see Havoc in a deli, and he's with his bodyguard, and I'm like, is that Havoc or am I being racist? And then I was just like, I looked at his big dude with him, and I was like, yo, is that? And he just looked at me. He's like, yo, if you don't know, I can't tell you, my nigga. I was like, sir, I am a Bronx street urchin. I will cut your face. I don't care how big you are.
Shout out to all the washed
I guess that means I'm Havoc. Oh, yeah. They love it. They power trip like a motherfucker.
Shout out to all the washed bodyguards. You was doing big things in the 90s, the early 2000s. And now
I was security at the tunnel, yo. You know what I'm saying? I had that thing on me, yo. Y'all don't know about y'all don't know about real hip hop.
And now you got some guards that stayed in shape since then, and they're still working. But a lot of them, you know, the hypertension caught in.
Yeah.
You know, diabetes.
They wearing diabetic socks and shit.
All right. And now they just in the corner of Harlem, drinking a little VSOP, got mad war stories that the young people kind of understand, but they don't. And they're like, you tell them a story, and then when you leave, they're like, yo, who the fuck is Special Ed?
Who the fuck is this nigga talking about?
What? Who? Red Hot Lover Tone? Who the
what?
The fuck? He shot
Super
the fair
Cat? Is
one
that
with,
a post?
He shot the farewell with Pudgy the Fat Bastard. Are these rappers? Like what?
What kind of rap name is that? That's mad long. Why wouldn't it just be Lil Pudgy?
And it comes over and it's like, yo, give it up for my man. He was in Channel Live and
yo, remember him? Yo, all we do is spark madism. Every 20-year-old is like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about?
All the old heads come out like, yo, that's my shit.
That was my shit, yo. All we do is spark madism.
Man, I used to listen to that at Mars 2112. What's up?
Word, yo.
That's my shit.
Yo, have you seen the fucking the if she doesn't know when this was whatever, she's too young for you, bro meme?
Yo, those TikToks?
Yeah. Those make me feel old as shit, boy, because there's some of them that are like, damn, that I look back and I'm like, damn, that was 20 years ago, dog.
But some of them are super regional because like people there was one and they didn't know Heard It All Before by Sunshine Anderson. And regardless of what age you are, if you're in New York or the tri-state area, you heard that song. They play that you hear that, your mother played that when you was coming up, your pops was acting up. They play that all the time on Kiss FM or rest in peace Kiss FM. On Hot 97 will get it in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a family BBQ thing. It's one of those songs where everyone knows the words. Sometimes you can quote it, come home, hey, barely meet the sun. Ooh. Tapping your shoulder, then you gonna get you some. Smelling like some perfume that I don't even wear. And you're like, oh shit. Oh shit, she's going off. Or another one, they didn't know Keisha Cole Love. And I'm like, everybody know that. Come on, man.
I was like, bro, this motherfuckers have been in prison 30 years and know that song. Stop it.
There's people.
Like, come on.
There's people in prison because they went to jail because they stabbed the person they loved, and that's what they were saying when the cops came in. All right, that was a very serious song. Almost every thug knows it.
That's the only shit that you're allowed to sing along to in the club, like cry,
like six deep with your boys.
Yeah, hug, like all of y'all hugging in a row, like
hugging,
crying over your baby moms.
Like she gonna be back, nigga. She gonna be back.
Yo, she love you, bro. I see it in her eyes on Instagram when she's with her new man.
That's
she don't really want him.
I won't waste my time.
Oh shit, nigga, she coming back.
Yo, that's you holding your forehead like, oh.
She coming back, man. Y'all been together. Y'all built too much together, man. She ain't gonna walk out on you, man.
Yo, what?
Y'all beautiful couple. Y'all been together like 2 years, bro.
Yo,
I love you, my guy. I love you, my guy. Yo, we gonna do shots. Count 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, let's do this shit, man. Come on, man.
Let's go right here, baby. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Never knew what I was missing, but I knew where we were stuck. Oh shit! Cut me! That's it. You all been there. Niggas go do it.
Weeping in the club, openly weeping.
Oh, nothing's better. Nothing is better than that, man.
Yeah, that's the only time you're allowed to be vulnerable in front of your niggas is when that song come on.
Okay. And all my Jamaican niggas know you be in the club and it's like you just be like, yo, chilling and like,
oh shit,
I'm missing you. I'm missing you. Dry cry, even then. My heart cries, but who cares? That come on in the club. You just got mad tear stains in your white jeans. Like,
no, it's Ray Nephew. It's Ray Nephew. It's not tears.
You can't even dagger properly.
You daggering mad sadly.
You just dropped the 30-foot ladder. Like, my heart's not in it. My heart's not in it.
No, it's not in it. You just climb down off the ladder slowly, like, yo.
They're like, what is going on? They're like. You know, guys, I'm just gonna go home. I'm sorry.
I'm
not here. I'm not here emotionally.
I'm very sad.
I'm a sad man right now. Sad things. I'm a sad sack.
Yeah.
Sad ting, a sorry ting.
Oh.
Blouse on skirt. They could just leave the dance hall mad depressed and shit. Girls winding up. They'd be like, yo, I feel better. Like,
yo, that's all bachata is. That's like, I was gonna say like that, like what's the Dominican equivalent of that? I was like, every bachata song ever is about like your partner leaving you and like, yo, she's with a new person, and I'm poor, and my life is so sad, and
Listen,
and
we
it's
know the
wild
vibes.
specific.
We know the vibes, bro. Come on. I'm from the BX, baby. I stay with I stay hanging with my Germans. We be hanging.
Yo,
we be out here.
yeah. You know
Listen,
the vibes.
I remember first time being in the club, and it was Club Envy, and Club Envy was like, yo, we playing everything. And everything, you would hear like, they play like the Mad Smooth R&B, and then they do the bachata set, and then they do the wild thugged out Rough Rider set with like girl
for
be
real,
flicking
facts.
the fucking razor blade on her tongue and shit, and then they do like the wild young Chris Brown shit. But every now and then it'd be like, you just be minding your business, and it's like,
Check. It's happy for real.
Oh wow.
Baby.
oh wait, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, I disrespected.
wow.
That's not the. That's not.
I know. I feel it.
I want to apologize. I want to apologize to
feel-
everyone in the Bronx, because you got to go with the real. You got to go with the real.
Yeah.
Something flavor.
Hey, I'm just like, I don't understand this shit.
Wow.
Yo, what the fuck is the DJ playing?
Yo,
This nigga playing Menudo, my nigga. Like, anybody here trying to hear this shit? Like,
what the fuck is it?
this nigga playing the Wild Planting music. Like, nigga,
Yo,
play some DMX, my nigga.
Yo, play some Dipset. Yo, what's good?
What the fuck is this? This nigga, this nigga, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Why my hips moving?
Shit.
Why my hips moving?
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Nah, I'm not
yo.
singing along to this.
Oh,
Look
shit.
at this. These niggas.
What the
these
fuck?
niggas- What the fuck
Oh,
is going
shit.
on?
Nah, hold on. What the fuck? Oh shit. Nah.
I'm being
Yo.
transformed.
Oh shit. I know exactly what. Oh, he said he don't love you. I love you. Oh shit. Oh my god.
What's going on? What's going on, bro?
What's? I feel
getting
it's
scared.
happening. It's happening.
Nah, that's
Oh my
not
god.
official.
It's happening.
Listen, everyone's heard that at least once in the bodega. And when you hear it in the bodega, it turns into a special moment because Poppy's happy, you're happy, the nigga making the sandwich is happy. You might start dancing with the bodega cat, like, no way.
Yes,
amor. You do the wild deep dip with the cat. The cat's like, I mean, bro, if you're gonna dip me, you might as well, put your tongue in it. And I was like,
You know
yo,
what I'm saying? Yo, come on.
come on, bro. I'm clean. I just been on the bread all day. I mean, come on.
Fam, there's some of those joints that are so hyper specific. I'm like, you wrote this about a person, like, and they'll use the person's name in it. There's a joint called Nereida. It's about Nereida. You know what I'm saying? That is the saddest shit you will ever hear. Like, yo, even if you don't, you could be from any country in the world and hear this shit and be like, yo, my man is struggling. Like, we gotta help him.
That's how it be, bro. That's what. Remember when Usher made Confessions?
Yo,
Like, people, like Usher fucked up, but the whole thing, he was like, "Damn, I feel bad for my guy."
I feel
man.
so bad for him.
Damn,
Like,
Usher. Yo,
Usher
yo,
started
stay up,
victim
Usher.
blaming.
Yeah,
Usher started victim blaming.
I was like, hey, yo.
Cancel Usher.
I was like, yo, Usher, my guy, are you okay?
Yo, fam, come on. Like, yo, that and you don't have to call? Like, yo, he's the king of victim blaming.
He was
Like,
always thinking it's like always their fault. Always their fault. You're like, okay, all right.
All right.
But Usher got joy. Shout out to Usher.
Yo, he does. Can't even front of him. He got a lot of like cry in the club joints too.
Oh yeah.
Or not cry in the club. Like, I just broke up with my girl and I'm going out with my guys for the first time as a solo artist.
You know the vibes. Listen.
And
let's not act like-
come on, yo, you saw it.
He got the two. He got that. He got the, yo, I'm in the club with my boys.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, fuck that. I'm not thinking about my girl.
I don't
know what I'm
care.
saying? It's, we out here. We come, yo, we gonna big mad numbers. We doing whatever.
Yeah.
It's about me. It's about
Yeah.
me. And then, the Patron shots kick in.
Uh-huh.
All right. You start
look at
looking through
your
some old
phone.
photos. You look at the photos of your phone. You might have heard a song that you danced with Shorty with.
Uh-huh.
And then, and then all of a sudden you mind your business and you hear. Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
Shit. This was our song.
Oh, man.
Yo, can someone call Uber?
Yo,
Like, I don't.
y'all want to go?
Yo,
Y'all want to go?
Can I close the? Can I catch? Yo, I wanna.
Yo, let's go to Locksmith. Locksmith is popping right now. Hassan is DJing.
We reached the climax, my nigga. Me and her, we share a Spotify. Like, how she gonna sleep? Like, bro. My nigga, like, no, man. She watched Pino with me. I think she was the one that she gonna leave. She gonna leave just because I fucked her sister.
I
Like,
see what her new man is watching on Netflix right now.
that shit's. I can't even. Oh, man. This shit's just. Oh, man.
That's why Ron Browns dropped the anthem "No Wifing in the Club" to combat all that. See, people don't recognize the genius of Ron Browns. I feel like we've been on a Ron Browns tear.
Wasn't no wife in the club meant don't wife up any girl in the club. It wasn't about. It was like because then it was a song about fidelity because he was saying, you know what, your girl's at home, so do not wife up a girl in the club.
Yes, see,
you can do whatever you want with them. Can't wife them up.
Can't wife them up. Gotta have some respect.
Okay.
Sling
a man gotta have morals. A man gotta have morals.
Use your dick as your moral compass.
Oh, how sad is it? We're talking about clubs. The clubs. People are like clubs are still open. Jesus, no, they're not.
No, they're not. Not
to the extent. Not to the extent they need to be.
Yeah, we need to be crying on each other in the clubs. Okay, like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Remember back in the day where the club would be so crowded you could barely walk through?
Yup. You got to tap somebody in the shoulder.
You got to like fight your way through and shit. Yes. You got to hold shoulders and like do the conga line to get through.
Fam, you got to go through like Patrick Ewing used to go in the lane with his like elbow out and with your drink behind the elbow, like so you don't spill your drink and shit once a motherfucker bump you. Come on.
Or that moment where like the DJ dropped the song, everyone starts singing along and it sounded like the song is still playing.
Yep.
And then what happened?
Come on.
Then what happened? We was having fun.
Yeah,
just chilling, and then you know
what happened. Shit is real. Shit was really real. It's still real. Man. It's still real.
But I guess sex clubs could come back now because sex clubs always had a little bit of risk in them. So it's just like, yeah, you know, fuck it.
Like, yo, we bleach for everything else. Bleach kills coronavirus, I guess. So you can still get pegged.
They gotta do social distancing and then take the wild temperature check of you and then just let you into a room to have wild sex with other people.
Yeah, imagine like those dungeons now. They're doing like social distancing. Like you're getting like pegged from like 6 feet away with like an extendo peg.
Got the wild long cock.
Extendo butt plug.
You about to get pegged? Shorty's like putting on another piece like it's a pool stick. Like, yeah, bro.
She's like, oh, I need the extension. She's talking like a plumber and shit. She's like, I need a plumb bob, but I need the extension.
Artie, I need the 3-inch C cord. Yeah, with the calipers. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah,
bring the industrial snake.
You know what? It's bro, the threads are grooved. I'm gonna need some lubricant right here to get it back waved on it, bro.
All right, I'm on it. Okay. By the way, I got the PVC pipe you needed. Do you need that still?
You know what? Just put that on standby over here. Better to have it than not need it, if you know what I mean. Okay.
All right. I was gonna sand down the edges here because they're a little sharp.
No time for that. Your man's been a naughty boy, so I really want him to make it hurt. So.
All right. Let's tear up some rectums.
Niggas getting beat in the sex club with a wild 10-foot whip. Niggas got walkie-talkies. Nigga do the whip and like, that hurts more, ma'am. Over.
You're a naughty boy. You don't talk. You talk when spoken to. You copy?
10-4, good buddy. Over. Ow.
Yeah, that's right. Don't make me use the cattle prod.
Thank you, ma'am. Over.
It's not the same. It's the same. BDSM is not the same with social distancing.
BDSM is not the same. BBD is not the same. Boys and Men's not the same. ABC, South Philly, BBD. 1, 2, 3. The East Coast family.
What a
growing up, I used to think about this every day. Was I still playing all them dreams? Oh, South Motown Philly's back again. Wow. It'd be a shame if somebody was like to take that and sample it and make it into a ska song. Wow. Ooh, Bodie
now
Ghost
we're
is back.
talking. Now we're talking.
Ghost is back. It's like Motown Philly, and then you just gotta slow down. Motown Philly, Motown Philly, Motown Philly.
Have you ever had to knock on Philly? Hey, but I know someone who has.
Listen,
And they
it's hot.
emptied field. Like, what
Because
the
the thing
fuck is this?
it's gonna be the first hip hop ska song, so it's gonna be Black Thought, and Questlove is gonna do the drums over. Oh, let's make this happen. Boney Ghost.
Yo!
Boney Ghost was and the song is called John. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Come
Yo,
on.
highlight us. You know the vibes. Thought.
Wow, how
Questo,
we didn't do
holla at your boys.
We didn't do our first single, but we're already doing remixes. This is big '90s rap artist. This
Oh,
is
my God.
Oh, Boney Ghost, we're gonna do the first ska freestyle on Stretch and Bob with a tuba. It's gonna be whack and fire at the same time. It's gonna be like
Yo, this is
like people are gonna
like
hear it at the
Jay-Z
time.
gift, like-
People are gonna hear it at the time and be on the internet and be like, "This is trash." But then future generations are gonna be like, "Yo, I can't believe you heard that.
That was
Yo,
brilliant. That reshaped
Bro.
music.
bro." Boney Goats. You guys got into Boney Goats when they did Coachella, but I was like a day one, bro.
Yeah. Like,
Bro.
I'm like episode 221, like,
Bro,
Boney Goats fan.
You don't even know. You know, I remember the time me and Miro we saw Boney Goats at what was it, the house in
Yeah.
we saw me and Miro saw Boney Goats at the flat. Like,
Yeah.
We was
Yeah.
there. OJ was there.
Boom.
Gene, CC.
Yeah.
It was so
Everybody
good.
was there.
Mo
It was a fucking
there.
blast, bro.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody,
Okay.
the whole gang was there, man. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
it was, like, cool.
Remo was there and shit. Like, Cat
That's
was
back
there.
when they played. That's back when they played for the music, not for like the money. Okay.
Yeah. Dances had such a fucking fire remix to it, too, bro. Like,
It was
fuck.
great. Steven was there. We had a good old
Yeah.
time. She was whack. And then Lena Dunham, she snuck in. She OD'd, and we just threw her outside underneath the train because we don't do
Yeah.
that.
Like, fuck you.
Like, dude, if you're gonna do your drugs, you know how to do your drugs, okay?
Like,
Baby,
come
I don't
on.
I don't move the drugs. I do the drugs. Anyway, Boney Ghost was great. And then after them came on like Jay Farrell or Jay Electronica, one of the Jays, or Jay-Z. I don't know.
Yeah, one of those guys, whatever. But it was, like, all about Boney Ghost there, man.
The Molly Goats was hitting. So, bro. And then I took a 6-hour train ride back home to the Bronx.
That was like always the wild, like, depressing moment.
Yes.
When you wilding out in the Lower East Side and downtown and shit, and you're like, oh, wait, I gotta take the 6.
You was like, because you're having fun. It's like,
You know the fucking
your friends are like, yeah.
I'm
And
a
then
piano
somebody-
standing on the furniture. Niggas are shining a flashlight in my eyes, like, get off the couch.
And
I'm like, nah, I'm
somebody's
having a
"Yo."
blast.
They look at their phone. They're like, yo, I know about another party. Oh my God, it's a Bushwick. And they're like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. You're like,
And
shit.
you're like, let's go. And your brain's like,
Shut up, my nigga, shut up.
so you're doing the math because now you're like, wow, shit. I
I'm
gotta
going
take.
deeper into the journey.
I gotta
dog.
take the F to the A to the G, take the G to the L to get to the 1, to take the 1 to the 2 to get home.
Fuck.
Oh, I forgot. There's no 2, so I basically have to take the bus express from 14th to 125th Street. Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
No.
And the thing is, you can't explain it to your Brooklyn friends. You can't explain it to your Lower East Side friends because that's the Bronx struggle. That's the Bronx struggle. You just keep it to yourself. And they're like, "Yo, why are you leaving at 1 a.m.?" And it's like, "Cause if I leave now, I could be home by 7."
Yeah. I'll be
Yeah.
home in time to wake up and go to work.
Yeah, I'll be home. I'll be home in time that when the train comes out the tunnel at 149th Street, my eyeballs will melt because the sun will be up.
Yo, for real. I used to hate that shit, bro. I wake up and be like, next stop, Whitlock Avenue.
You're like, ah!
Bing, bing. I'm like,
It's like the scene from Indiana Jones when they open the box and shit. Your shit just melt like. brrr.
Yo, that shit was the majorest dub. And it usually get me so sick because other motherfuckers are taking the train 2 stops, 3 stops. They get on Spring Street, they get on 14th and keep it moving. I'm like, damn, dog. And then the train just starts getting emptier and emptier the further
Yep.
uptown you get. And 125th is the last stop for everybody except you. And you're like, you just
And then I
passing
remember-
Brook, St. Anne's, like, oh, damn.
And I remember I worked in a nightclub, and because the government said my license was suspended because I may have broken one of their laws about driving. Whoa,
whatever.
Like, be cool, man. Like, what do you're gonna really judge me, huh?
Why are you breaking my balls?
Didn't
Why you
Tupac say
harshing
only
my hand,
God
bro?
could judge me? Like, come on, be cool, bro. Anyway, I had to take the train, and I remember taking the train. I'd always get on the train at 4:45 after the clubs. I'd walk shout out to Mama, the lady that used to work in the bathrooms at the clubs I worked at. And she'd get on the train, and she'd take it to Brooklyn, and I'd take the train uptown, and it'd be the 1 to the 2. And back then, it was like the train would empty out. And then what I noticed was the train would just get packed and stay packed. And it got to the point one time, it was 4 a.m. and there were no seats. And I had to stand the whole ride home from 34th Street to 233rd Street, East 233rd Street, because the train never emptied out. Yeah, and that's back. That was quite some time ago. So I hope it got. But now the trains aren't even 24 hours. And if you notice, MTA has no desire to go back to 24 hours. No. They're like, nah, fuck that. Take the bus. So we got to get that 24 hours back, bro. Because if we don't have the 24 hours, we're just like Boston. Their train shut down. We're like France. Their train shut down. You go down there and they got the cigarette and they're like, hey, stupid American, we are closed.
Man,
you know that?
That was the rudest awakening of my life when I was in Boston. I took the little Chinatown bus up there and did my little 1-2 thing. Met up with a shorty. Then I was like, oh, I'll just take the what do they call it up there? The T. I was like, I'll just take the train to whatever. And I get there and the shit is like barred up. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And there's a dude in the cab like, train's closed, pal. I'm like,
You're asking.
I was like, are you gonna murder me?
And they're all like, oh, your trains are full time. I'm like, yeah, most people's trains are full time. And they're like, no, it's not. And it's like, yeah, it is. But then you find out most people's trains are not full time.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Which makes being from New York even better. So then you have something else that you can throw in people's faces. You're like, I'm from New York. And then Boston people don't really hear it. But you're like, yo, I'm from New York. So you're in like Fenway and you're like, yo, hey, 27 rings, pal.
Hey, 27 rings, 24-hour MTA service. What's
you
up?
Know the fucking 24/7. 24/7. You know the fucking vibes.
Let's go.
Yeah, you tell them, pal.
Fucking go. Yeah.
And then Boston fans do the only thing they can do to shout you out. You're like, yeah, 27 rings, bro. You know what? You guys lost Mookie Bettis, so we do whatever we want. There's nothing you guys can do to shut it. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What is that?
What is that?
Bro, what is that?
Oh, no.
Is that a fucking
fuck.
I'm playing that pedophile song.
Oh, God.
Come on.
No.
Come on, bro.
No, come on, bro.
Come on, it's a baseball game. It's supposed to be happy. Why are you playing CD
why you doing
101.9 music? Come on, bro.
What is this, bro?
Mero, let's get the fuck out of here, bro. There's some Nambla shit.
Let's get out of here, bro, before we get photographed here.
Bro, come on. Look at all these guys.
Look at all these fucking Roberts.
You guys are all in Nambla. You know that? I'm reporting you. Yeah.
Bunch of Jareds.
He's singing about a girl.
Creeps. Yo, the KRS-One Sweet Caroline remix. 13 and Good Sweet Caroline remix. Goddamn.
Okay. Damn, Mero, you going to deep hip hop. What was that? Yo, what was the fuck? I'm gonna lose my hip hop card for it.
Move your hand.
What was this? What was this show that used to come on Hot 97 on Sunday nights, and it was like the underground, the quote unquote underground music.
Oh, shit.
Come on, we need this. For 50 points to win everything for the Bodega family. Mero, what's the number one answer?
Oh God.
Come on.
It came on right before.
It came on after Street Soldiers.
I was about to say right after Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers. Oh shit. It's right on the tip of my tongue. It was Cypher Sounds.
Cypher, come on.
Ooh. Shit. Oh, damn. Oh, it's killing me that I didn't know this. I'm ashamed. I'm gonna do the same shit that the homeboy did in Da Vinci Code and just like whip myself after we rap.
So you remember it? Oh man, I don't even remember it. I'm trying to find it. I know people are like screaming at the speaker right now.
Yeah, like yo, it's fucking this, whatever. Oh man, now we gotta find it. Hold on.
2,000 years later.
Wasn't it? Oh, Future Flavors with Marley G. Future Flavors.
Yes.
Future Flavors.
He got it.
Yes. Future Flavors. Yes. Future Flavors. That's what it was. Yes.
Woo. Wow.
Future Flavors.
Oh man.
Yo. Yes. Future Flavors. Yo, the 1995
man.
Future Flavors set
with
Pete
Marley
Rock
Marl.
and Marley Marl.
Pete Rock and Marley Marl.
Yes.
Real hip hop. Oh, yes.
Yo. Oh, my
good
God.
call, Mero. Good call. Good, excellent show, Mero. Excellent show.
Yo, damn, Pete Rock and Marley Marl. Future
That's
Flavors.
real hip hop. That's real hip hop.
Hot 97 has the future flavor.
Future Flavors. Yo, what?
Hip hop,
real hip hop.
Oh shit. Check it. Yo. Everyone dance support. No, sorry. Wow. We're going too hard.
We're going too hard. Yeah. It's just about to devolve into a cipher.
Future Flavors was always either if you were like living a good tax-paying citizen life. Future Flavors was something that was playing in the car on your way home after a long Sunday.
Yes.
Maybe you went shopping. Maybe you went to Olive Garden afterwards.
You know what I'm saying?
You went to Sephora, bought some colognes or whatever. Listen to it on your way home. If you was a scumbag, you was listening to Future Flavors while drinking in the car while heading out to the club.
Yes.
Getting right. Like, yo.
Smoking the L out the window. Like, yow. Hitting hitting the bump on the West Side Highway, catching air on your way to Latin Quarters.
Showing your boy your new gun, like, yo, I hope I don't have to use it, but oh well.
But,
like, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
up?
You know,
what's up?
Should be hectic at exit.
You know how it be. Let's go dance to some house music at Shelter because they open all night. Yeah,
word. Yo, shout to Shelter. Yo, Shelter had goons in there voguing and shit. Like, yo.
Listen, when I worked at Shelter, that was an experience because the guy that built the sound system for Shelter, he won an international award for the sound system. The sound system at Shelter was stupid because it was like a pit. And then I remember once he realized I was also West Indian, he decided to be super hard on me because he was like, that's the only way you can get greatness out of people. And it worked. Shout out to him.
Oh,
and I remember he told me to go in his office and get, because when the turntables would die on one floor, we always had like replacement turntables, and he spent all night fixing them. So he was like, go get the new replaced turntable. Bro, I went in his office. All it is his desk, mad mixers, mad turntables, and all this stuff. And it's like on the third floor. And I'm like, I know if I go downstairs without the turntable, he's going to yell at me. And I was like, I'm not going to have this nigga yelling at me in front of mad niggas. You know what I'm saying? I really need this job. So I'm like, all right. Come on, Jesus. Think. Which one's the working turntable? Which one? Bro, I'm up there for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm having a panic attack. And then he just kicks the door in. He's like, what's taking you so long? And I'm like, I can't find it. He's like, it's right there. And there's like a big case. And it says on a post-it note, it's like working turntable. So he thought I was like one of the stupidest people ever. And I had to spend the rest of the time working there proving to him I wasn't like dumb. And it's just like, he was like, hit that boy slow. I was like, I'm not slow. I just didn't see the post-it.
There was 20 turntables, B.
I went to college. Like, come on.
Like, come on, dog. I'm not expecting shit to be this easy.
He's Jamaican and stupid. I'm like, I'm not stupid.
No.
Meanwhile, as I'm saying that, I'm like I'm pressing against the door that says pull. I'm like, no, like,
no.
You made me nervous.
That's all you get. Come on.
But then there was one day that I wasn't scheduled to be. I knew that the party I worked for was going to conflict with another party that was scheduled to be there, and it was a different security team. And I was like, fuck that. I'm supposed to be there, so I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna get a check. And I showed up, and the security guard that was in charge did not like me. But the party they booked, I knew it was gonna be a wild big party. They needed extra security guards, so I'm there, and they're like, oh shit, let's just use Jesus. And I'm going stupid hard. I'm carrying the barricades from the first floor to the third floor. I'm doing all the extra shit because I'm smaller than all the guards, so I have to work harder. So they'd be like, yo, he's about it. And I just remember the guy came out the office. He was like, you're here tonight? And I was like, yeah, you know that. He was like, I'm proud of you. I was like, thank you. Thank you, sir.
He said,
so shout out to my fake uncle from St. Vincent. He's so proud of me.
Yo, that's that big West Indian energy. Like, oh, you word?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
word? Oh,
any older West Indian is automatically your uncle, your dad, your mother, or your aunt.
Automatic. They don't care.
Automatic.
They could just be a stranger on the bus just trying to find their way home. You know what I'm saying?
There's a stranger on the bus
trying to
took
make
a time
his
to
way
make
home.
her bus. No, all right, that's not. That's a
That's a remix.
That's what happens when you get a little too smiz and you go in like X Hamster and you click on the Japanese tab and you're like, yeah.
Hey, listen, don't threaten me with a good time.
I remember like watching that the first time I saw it. I was like, how'd they film this on a bus? Wow,
this is amazing.
I'm like, wow, those other people had to be so uncomfortable. Like,
yo, fam, I fucking the video for that the Ironic, the Alanis Morissette song. The first time I saw it, I was like, yo, how'd they do that? Because she's in her car with like 4 of herself.
Yeah.
Like 4 different outfits. I was like, yo, the special effects.
You thought she was going from
wild.
each room. I was like, oh, is she switching over and over?
Yo, this is wild.
Listen, there's a lot of videos that I was like, yo, did Prodigy really just do a flip in a Quiet Storm video?
Yo, that's ill.
No, he didn't do that. I'm like, wow, look at Diddy and Biggie were driving a car backwards.
Backwards?
Wow.
What? He's standing up in the back seat. How did he fall out?
Did you see the Locks hop out on a helicopter in Mariah's remix video?
Yo, that's incredible.
How would they do that? My mind is blown. Wow, did you see that? But even back then, like, the standards for videos were so low because we were like, yo, they're driving through Times Square at night. Whoa!
Whoa! Yo, you can see the reflection in the car window. Whoa!
Whoa! You're blowing my little mind. Whoa! That pit bull's gonna bite the camera. Pull it away! Whoa!
Yo, that reminds me of the fucking the Roots What They Do video.
Yeah.
When it just the video was just like a parody of like every rap video that had come out thus far. I was just like, yo, this is genius.
Yeah, between that and that J. Rue the Damager song that was mocking Junior Mafia folks. So remember they playing yourself or whatever that Ja Rule that's out.
So that big Willie talk hop, playing yourself.
Playing yourself, yeah. Listen, people, listen. Oh man, Primo. Think about it. Like Primo was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make a song that's going to mock Junior Mafia, but it's gonna sound like a Junior Mafia beat, and this shit's gonna bang." Because that's what Primo could do.
Yo,
that's what Primo could do. Any other rapper over this beat, their career, this would have been a party song or whatever. And Ja Rule was like, nah, just cooking niggas.
Yeah, I'm just yeah.
This sound like a Junior Mafia song.
You a pimp?
With the
hustler? No, I'm not. Are you a man? And can you stand
got a crush on you?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Are you willing to go out there and save the lives of our children?
Oh shit, son, Afua.
Yes, I
can. Wow.
You're ready.
Damn. Okay.
How are you gonna do it?
Oh fucking Mars. But let's not act like Junior Mafia didn't have bangers.
Yo, fam, the realms of Junior Mafia, fam, that beat is so hard. If you took, oh my God!
Let's go! Jesus nice. Nigga boys. Don't remember. Yo, welcome to Every Live Sunday night. Remember, if you were here, you're not real down, you're a hustler. Shout out to my ladies, raise your legs under the top. Shout out to my Puerto Ricans out here. Shout out to everyone from the VX. Shout out to everyone from the UK. Shout out to everyone stand out. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to the Lower East Side. Yo, shout out to everyone that got probation. Got to go to court in the morning. Yo, it's your man, Super Lover. Catch me afterwards. Let's go.
You know I rock ya. Step in the realms of Junior Mafia.
Let's go.
1, 2, y'all. You know I rock ya. Step in the realms of Junior Mafia.
Tip your bartender. Let's go.
2, y'all. Woo. Yo, and yo, Biggie was very smart because he's like, yo, let me let Jamal and all these other niggas go first, and I'm gonna sing my verse for laughs, so niggas listen to the whole song.
And just kill that shit. That's how you gotta do it, bro.
And embodied it.
Because the thing is, anytime there was like anytime there was like a posse cut and the main artist went first, you're not listening to the rest of it. A little song called, I don't know, Hail Mary.
Yo, facts. Yo, that was tailor made for DJ. He's like, yo, we got. Tupac was like, yo, I got you, my niggas, I got you. Don't worry. You're not gonna have to cue this shit up all crazy like and put stickers on the shit. Oh wow.
A lot of people don't realize Tupac ended his verse by saying, yo, I got a heart out. Okay, like he was like, yo, I can't be here all night. All right, yo, Fatal Hussein, you got this.
Yo, like the dude at the T-Mobile store. Yo, my outlaw niggas, twist these niggas. All they was doing was twisting blunts, my guys. That's it.
Nah, yo, like they had Kesh on set. Like, all right, that's a wrap for Tupac. Outlaws, can we get some B-roll? He was like, yeah, sure. Outlaws, can we get some room tone?
Them niggas is audio B-roll.
Wow.
God damn.
You about to have beef with Tretch. Wow.
Yo, there's a lot of motherfuckers out there that was audio B-roll, though. Let's keep it funky. Like, there's a lot of motherfuckers that was just like, kind of like, yo, my man can rap his ass off, so I guess I'm cool. Like,
who? Let's name some names. Who is?
I mean, audio. Okay, audio B-roll. All right. Throw me a label or a posse, like a crew, like, you know what I'm saying, like
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. I hate to say it, I love them, but Master Killer, dog. Master Killer. Yeah,
What-
I love him. I love him. I love him. But
You
he
know
would
what?
just come on the song and be like, yo, Master Killer comes through with the math from the mind that you
know what?
can't define. I'm like, yo.
I want to say, I'm going to defend Master Killer because I remember when Wu-Tang dropped, a lot of people said that, and I felt the same way. I have a newfound respect for his verses, but you're all right. The flow is a little not what it was.
A little
needed at the
staccato?
time. Okay, all right, okay, that's all right. All right,
I mean,
all right, okay.
also, I love Jungle, and I love Jungle. You know what I'm saying? And I know that he's the source material for everything that Nas has ever written in his life. But
let's make it hot. You got to pick one or the other, Nature or Cormega.
oh man, damn, yo, to go or keep
To keep.
Mega, because Mega got so many joints but Nature, I had to hesitate for a split second because he has that just that one song on that Clue mixtape. The exclusive Nature exclusive shit. Exclusive Clue shit.
Okay.
Yeah, yo, that shit bangs, bro. And it's like the wild, super deep cut. Like every time I try to bring it up to niggas, they're like, "What are you talking
They
about?"
don't know. They don't know.
But the shit is definitely on YouTube for sure. 1 million%.
Niggas turn to John B. They don't know about hip hop.
Is John B white? Or is he is he biracial? Like, is he
So
just
John
straight
B's
white?
white,
dude?
but John B's white, but John B died for white people's sins. So
okay, true. Yeah,
he's still alive though. He's still alive. So
he's still alive. Like,
so it's like, yeah.
so
it's
it's,
a toss up, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Thoughts and prayers.
Remember that? You can always throw it out there, like, yo, bro, thoughts and prayers, bro.
Yo, you still with us? But yo, thoughts and prayers, just in case.
Just to cover the spread. You know the vibes. Oh, he said just to cover the spread on your life. Like, oh wow, that's damn. Where'd you get this?
Damn, son. But yeah, there's a lot of motherfuckers. But yo, there is a song that on Nas, I think it was on Godson, where Nature had like a bar that I was just like, oh shit. And it was just like, it was mad simple. It was just like, Jungle always keep a gun on him. Hop out, brrr, forehead yawning. But the way he delivered it was like ill. Like it sounded ill over the beat. And I was just like,
I think
okay.
I hated Nature because he said ever since they traded Strickland, he hated the Knicks. And as a
Oh,
Knicks fan,
yeah.
I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I get it now. I totally get it now. So I will
I
apologize
had it on
to
Big L
Nature.
for a minute too for that too. When he was like, I'm from New York, but never been a fan of the Knicks. I'm like, yo, why you say that, bro? You didn't have.
Yeah.
You could have said something else to rhyme. There's
Like,
a lot
other
of things
people
that rhyme
outside-
with ick.
People outside New York are gonna hear this. You know why you had to do that?
Come on,
bro.
You're gonna affect
Come
free
on.
agency in like 40 years in the future.
You gotta stand together. You gotta stand together, bro. Oh, come on, man. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong
But
with
yeah,
y'all niggas?
Cormega got so many joints, and then the beef with Prodigy and the beef with Nas. Like he has some wild diss tracks. That American Beauty diss track, woo!
Listen, that was what you got to get pop. Those are diss tracks that ain't on Spotify, so you gotta look for them.
Yeah, you know what
Those
I'm
are
saying?
Those are real joints, cause that's real hip hop. Real hip hop.
Real hip-hop.
You know the fucking vibes. You know the fucking vibes. And that's what we bring on this podcast. We bring you real Susio and real hip hop. It's a
Real
sandwich.
hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Is it hip hop Susio hip hop, or is it Susio hip hop Susio?
I think it depends on, you know what I'm saying? It could be like the KFC double down sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like you get the meat as the bun sometimes. You know what I mean?
See, then the problem is, then that means, is it Susio hip hop Susio, or hip hop Susio hip hop? And then how would a dog wearing pants eat the sandwich? Would the dog have the pants over both legs and then eat the Susio hip hop?
Right.
Or would the dog have it on the front paws and then eat hip hop Susio?
Oh shit! I'm a bend your mind right now. He got on overalls.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Boom. Pants that are an entire garment.
Yo.
That's what he's wearing.
Relax.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
My brains is blown out, bro.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
I got nothing left.
Like
I
J.
can't
Rue said, your nine spray. My mind spray.
And my
You know what I'm
mind is
saying?
sprayed because that's episode 223. The most dangerous podcast in the world. You know the fucking vibes. It's with your boy, Jesus Nights, a.k.a. Young Chipotle, a.k.a. Pocket. They stay fat like Cheerio. Hi, this is Netflix. You and Miro want to host the Nickelodeon Children's Awards, Teen Choice Awards.
right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Yo, support bring your boys in your pockets. You know this, just your boy. Pockets ain't fat. Like, here we go.
Yeah.
Somebody I might know you, bitch. Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, DJ Fuego, Mr. Nazo Rondo. I was just thinking now's the perfect time to host an award show because you just do it in front of the green screen. You don't actually host it in front of people, so it
It's
doesn't matter.
wild
if you
easy.
bomb. But then it's also bad because you don't have feedback. But if we don't need feedback, so we'd be able to host
Feedback?
It, so.
We should be talking to each other in the chat. Like, yo, that shit was mad funny. I'm gonna unmute myself and laugh.
That's our green screen laugh. Yo, Miro, look at the yeeks.
Virtual background laugh.
Joke was affirmatively funny. Show me the yeeks. Sarah J uses a lunchbox.
I can't wait till we're getting like cybernetic like motherfuckers to do the podcast for us. And we just like type in random words and they just like compute a podcast out of like with the algorithm.
You're Chopsies. Timberless. BX. You know the vibes.
Spankbank.com.
People in the Instagram thing, they're like, yo, get rid of the virtual audience, man. They're ruining the show, bro. Come on, man. Some of them I know you, but it's Young Day Party, Young Hot Take, DJ Fuego, Mr. Nando's with Rondo, 1994, Mikhail Going Off, the Juve boss, MC Luka Gunga P. I'm pulling up for 40 with your shorty, and guess what? That was social distancing before social distancing.
That's
so
right.
now I'm 40 feet away from you and 40 feet away from her. So it hurts your heart even more. Because I still pulled up for her. Don't talk to me in the Uber pool. I don't know you.
No.
And also, I'm a little scared. Why is the Uber pool still running 6 months into the pandemic, sir?
That
Are you
is
really
a little
Uber?
wild.
Okay.
Sir, is that a paper towel that you were using as a mask?
Sir, this is an old Chipotle bag. This is not PPE. He's like, gotta go.
Oh, shit, got that.
The original plus one, so don't make a fuss, son. These are Rossi and the Jamaican Jew, Jermaine Avocado Toast, Young Pa, the Ghost of Mufasa, Young Chalcoonery.
Without.
I'm so embarrassed. Waiter.
Sans.
Could you hold the coonery?
Yeah, please, Sans
Put it on
Coonery. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Coonery inside.
AK Chillimon, left-handed reliever for the Yankees. Kalo, okay. Wow. There's a World Series going on, and once again, we are not in it.
Wow,
So-
Papi, that's a shame. But you know
That makes me
it's okay.
sad, I'm just going to, I don't know, stay in my mansion and do cocaine and have sex with my women's. So,
Very nice. That's good.
very
Time.
nice.
We have a good time, Papi. It's okay. Let's see how we do it.
yeah, maybe or maybe not. We still get paid regardless. DJ Machina, Jay Chuckles, Stanley Cup, the Human Dr. Bonner's label, dilute. It's a 240p. Cause you like my Pinot blurry.
Yeah.
You know the fucking vibes.
It's fucking nasty. Yeah.
Fucking nasty, bro.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
we do, bro.
Is that an Enderman fucking villager? Yeah.
Listen, we do some things.
Yeah. So hot. Oh my god.
It's DJ Woolite, aka the Washed FM. Tonight, in honor of Envy, got a little song with one Redman and one Method Man
Oh my god.
called The Rock Wow.
Oh shit.
Hassan, play that one time. Yeah, you guys remember
Oh
this?
shit.
Oh. It was a great song. It was too short though. Remember? Because DJ didn't have to play it over. All my DJs know what I'm talking about. All my DJs like, how you gonna make a hot song like this is like 2 minutes long?
Yo,
This is-
facts.
All right?
Should have like
Shout out to-
a verse and a half. Like what happened?
right.
Y'all each spit 8 bars and then quit?
And shout out to all my old school DJs who went with the safety shortcut because they played this, and next thing you heard was Tommy Mottola lives on the road. Little 6 and go, yeah. Hip hop, real hip hop.
Hip-hop, yo. Jay Bird the third.
No, the Curry Goat, Jesus Spicer, Jamal Hasper, and the Bronx Celine Dion, Ray and Nephew's nephew, the Moreno, you can't contain, the human memory, word to Ja, Young Aaron, the racist provocateur, Henry Budcoast, Nelson Mandela, Sergio Can't See Me, Vladimir Buffin, the human Werther's melting in your mouth, Mr. Bex on Deckerton, Ricky Ticky Squab, Mr. Greg Popovich, Morris Sayers, which is Chestnut, Mahatma Gandhi, not Maccabee.
Yo,
got?
no. He got the
Got that cucumber.
Cucumber.
Yeah. With the seeds, you know what I'm saying? The juice is impressed, but your boy never is, you know what I mean?
Never,
I am the art, damn it.
Goddamn.
The Dundada Ganoush.
Yeah.
No more cup of noodles. The Prince of Pecker on the Fashion Nova Casanova. William 8 cents, 5 cents, 10 cent dollar. Forget the small change. Give
What
me
you need?
big coin wine.
Bitcoin. We love for
money, Bitcoin.
And everyone's like, why'd you change that lyric? Cash App now has Bitcoin trading available in the app. Just swipe to the right, you can buy Bitcoin. You can sell Bitcoin. And right now, people in the Bitcoin conference room are like, why did he just do that? Why did he ruin the AKAs with that? We've had that feature for months. I like fucking shit up. Thank you. The only other salute is Dipset. Mr. Saka, catch me at square one top left because man's is Marv. Happy birthday, Aubrey Graham.
Yeah.
It's Drake's birthday, you know what I'm saying?
So, made mad hits, bro.
Exactly. You know, we listened to you, then you had a baby, and now we're just like, wow, what's going on with him? So shout out to you. He celebrated his birthday in DR, London, Jamaica, Peru, Africa. You know, he's all over the place. Shout out to that man right there. Salute that guy right there. Shout out to Drake. The only after my salute is, wait, we did that already, right? Yes. Chill Rizzuto. Hey, holy cow, catch me at the money store. Mrs. All Pulling I do is count checks and jerk off. You got OJ, Purple Stuff, Soda, and it's me, Sunny D. Yeah. OJ, are you making a video? OJ.
Hey.
OJ, are you making another video like rocking? Are you mocking?
I mean, come on. I mean, if you got your Zoom video, I mean, come on. Now you can't be stroking your salami.
Come on, OJ.
Come on,
OJ. All right.
I caught a body and I know better than that.
David Yurman, these are Spencer, these is Red Bottles, these is Bloody Shoes, Smokeem Noah, a.k.a. Andrew Coonan, a.k.a. the Junior, and you got Junior, come sit down, Poppy Charge.
Sit on it, no wireless.
Call me Petco, got your bitch on freeze. The topic of gossip is Sayas, shout out to the 11791. Yo, bro, come on, social distancing. Why the fuck you sitting in my same row? Come on.
Come on, bro. Stop peeking on me.
Bro, go in the other car. Come on, bro. I remember you from lacrosse. Okay, you guys used to cheat.
Come on, bro.
Knock your fucking teeth out, bro.
Come on. Talk about Pete, bro. I'm on Molly, bro. I'm peeking right now. Get away from me.
Bro, I have one more fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm fucking this whole car up, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. I'll eat this fucking can, bro. I don't give a shit.
Bro, there's an old black man over there sitting by himself. Let's go beat him up. Hey, Grandma Joker, when you see Charlie, you see me. Don't touch that golden ticket. Hey, it's your man, Deadeye Jesus. Hey, Morning Sheriff. Be a real shame if I, you know what? I'm just driving past this Target every day. It's very sad. Like, it's not.
Oh, man. God.
I
know. I understand, man. I wish I could. Listen, man. I've been waiting to shoot you with this 6-shooter for a long goddamn time since March.
I know. You know what?
Gosh darn it. Can I shoot? Why don't you go to a voting booth or something and like steal some ballots or some PPE or something?
You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna go vote twice. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Been shopping that street easy with a bad breeze like I'm easy, please believe me. The black AZ addict will crack your back like an automatic Craftmatic, Miss La Marina and Mash Marina with a fresh misdemeanor and a cold demeanor. The sheet mask killer, illa. No one could be illa.
That's right.
The Black Zach Morris Report Morris, Young KPI. Woo. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest. You need to confess. I will deliver. You know I am forgiven. Reach out and touch face. But before you reach out and touch face, you know what you reach out and do? Reach out abstinence. Hi, I'm Jesus Nice. This is the Kid Mero. We're here to tell you, save it for marriage.
That's
now
right.
Listen, you kids, you might be feeling horny. You might be feeling the hot walk. But listen, there's nothing that putting a penis. You know what? Oh my God, the problematic light is broken, so we're just gonna get the fuck off the stage.
Oh wow, shit. Oh sorry guys.
You know what? You kids have as much sex as you want. A.K.A. the Pele of Peloton. JPI Queso, Inspector Terradec, A.K.A. Problematic Bay. Listen. It's not a problematic. It's not a secret family. You know, if you break the bubble on purpose. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hey.
Listen, 99.9%, they get better, right?
Yeah.
Show your love.
You know what I'm saying?
Show your love
Hey,
for
listen.
daddy.
It gives new meaning to the term bursting your bubble. When I lay that double whammy on you.
You tell him, Mike. You tell him, Mike Stanton. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. You got Rona in you, and I got a whole other family. Ha ha.
There you go. You got the gifts keep giving, bro. Anyway, bro, listen, I gotta go. The fucking 494 is coming into the 449. Excuse me, bro. I'm a little buzzed.
Oh shit.
It's coming in. I gotta go to Ron Conkham. I'm gonna leave you guys with my guy Mero. He's a good guy here. Bro.
Bro, you gonna finish these oysters before you go?
Yeah, give me put some in my pocket. I'll eat them on the train. Garcon, let me close out my tab here at TGI Friday. So listen, this guy Mero, he's a famous, funny guy. He's a little brown, but he's good. Listen,
I got
it. You know, he's good.
I'm good for it.
Don't worry. He lives in the Bronx. He's not like fucking up, where we live. Long Island.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, right there. I'm still there, you know.
So, listen, I'm going to let Mero do his jokes. So make sure he doesn't get on the train and get any ideas, all right? You guys, I'll see you guys later, bro.
All right. Just give me that.
Also, when you get a chance, investigate QAnon. There's some interesting things going on. I think Wayfair's stealing kids. I got to go.
Thanks for handing off the baton because I was really about to get into this Pizzagate thing with you guys, all right? Order another thing of lobsters. And, you don't have lobsters?
Mero, you tell him.
Order some shrimp. Listen, Hillary Clinton did some things, all right? I know this guy, Mr. Fun Fun. He could bring down the whole Democratic establishment with 2 text messages. That's all I'm going to say.
I read about that too.
Yeah.
I read about that. It's all these comedians, all these Hollywood types.
That's right.
They roast the kids. They put the vegetables over the kids, and the steam off the kids. They use it to get flavor on their asparagus. I've seen it. Chrissy Teigen does what she cooks.
It's gross.
Goop Girl does it. It's gross. Oh my God, what's his name? Jaleel White. He's head of Illuminati. He does. Tell me some more.
Stefano,
okay, because where one of us goes, we all go. So where do we all go right now?
Yeah, listen, we all gotta write in Giuliani in the presidential race. All right,
I feel you.
That's all we gotta do.
Excuse me. I have a question.
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, first time. Well, I've been watching the Showtime Network, and there's this guy. His name is like the Kid Mero, and he had 4 kids. Yeah, and I mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think he ate his 5th kid?
I mean, I believe it.
He talked about Smack City and at night he just eats snacks and shit.
Yeah. And the guy talks about eating ass a lot. I don't think he means in a sexual way. I think he means literally he's eating asses, like actual human buttocks.
I think and then his friend, that Jesus guy, he's talking about pressed juices. When you take blood from you, they got to press the juice out of you. So
that's right. Yeah,
I think
it makes perfect sense. You know what? Let's get a British guy to do a YouTube video. Then everybody will believe us.
Also, I mean, I don't want to sound wild or, I don't want to use a problematic term, but if you listen, Jesus and Mero, they're always talking about their assistant, die, do this, die, do that.
Yeah.
Okay. It'd be really funny, if they were using somebody named Di that died, back in the 80s, and been laying low,
bro?
And now she's showing up to show that help Trump bring down all these pedophiles. I think Princess Di is Jesus and Mero's fucking assistant, bro.
That's right. Whoa.
That's why Meghan Markle fucking left, bro.
That's it.
She was gonna expose her.
We gotta bring this. We gotta bring this to the Post.
Bro, come on, bro. Bro, I'm calling Max Rose right now. Come on.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
They said Max Rose. Yo, Max Rose is like an incel that got pussy once.
Oh man,
he's like, I was in Iraq. I got a handy there. I served my country.
Max Rose is as bagel, as you said, he's bagel boss, but after he had a really good round of Call of Duty. Yo, relax.
Yo, chill, my
relax.
guy.
All right, you did shoot down 5 UAVs, but relax, my guy.
All right,
okay?
you're good.
Okay?
All right, okay. You used the motherfucking Joker missile.
Who shot down the attack copper? Who? I did.
That was
before
me.
he even got into position. That was me.
Yeah, that's me.
Who stole the care package?
Yeah,
all right?
Huh?
Who bugged the care package for the other team and exploded over there? I did. Max fucking Rose, okay?
That's right. Max Rose.
That's right.
10 prestige on the fucking Call of Duty Cold War beta.
Look at my kill streak, bro. Look at my K to D ratio, bro. Come on.
It's 5, bro. It's fucking 5.0.
Bro, ping me. Look at the lag. You're like, all right, relax.
Bro, it's like it got a less stand next to the 10, bro. I'm doing this. I'm hardwired for this.
I'm carrying this fucking team, bro. Come on.
You're like, yo, shut the fuck up. And you got to mute him. And then at the end of the game, he's like, yo, I carried y'all. Nigga got 38 kills, 2 deaths. You're like, damn, he really did.
He really did. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Sorry, I shot you one of those times. The 2 kills, the 2 times he dies are from friendly fire. So, he's tight.
He's like, yo, why'd you smoke me, bro?
Oh, man.
You know the fucking vibes. You know who it is, man. It's your boy, the Kid Mero, a.k.a. the Human Durek, a.k.a. Donovan McDab, a.k.a. Curve Gotti, a.k.a. Triz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? That's right, a.k.a. Skirt Load to jump the curb, hit your fucking dog, and keep it moving. Ask me if I give a fuck. Your leash is less than 6 feet long apart, stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I'm keeping it moving. I know fucking baby, I'm fucking mang, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? A.k.a. no need to check the guest list because there's no parties. True. There's no fucking guest list for a Zoom party, dog. Like, and if there is, you're a fucking herb. You know what I'm saying? So let's try this again in 2023, maybe? Hopefully, maybe? I don't know. AKA CC Dab Bath, you know what I'm saying? I'm down here with my Puffco Peak nigga doing big dabs, you know what I'm saying? That's concentrated THC. AKA Tiger Backwoods, smoke a 3 gram blunt to hit you with this 9 iron, pow, 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 pow. AKA getting to the shmoney and the schmuck, it's your boy Goldman Schmack. AKA Mensch Montana, huh?
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed their Purim and atoned for their sins. I went from roaches in my cereal, my honey bunch of votes, to deers in my backyard eating honeysuckle. I think I did very well for myself, you know? I dropped out of orthodontist school and became one of the top podcasts in the world with my guy. You know what I'm saying? AKA, I got my motherfucking kids, you know what I'm saying, in spring training for the Yankees next year to get in the starting rotation because Tanaka's looking a little shaky in the light. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know why I did that? You know what I'm saying? I sent them down to Florida, and they got their own bubble because I'm the motherfucking dad of the year. You know what I'm saying? They down there smoking that Miami pack with Bronny. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck.
That
Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? AKA Bitch Smack Beyond, but AKA Diego Maradona, AKA Dick in your baby tumble. You know, come in this pussy no more. This pussy belongs to me. On second thought, it does not. It belongs to you, your body, your choice, my queen. And I request humbly entrance into your magical womb.
Oh.
Thank you, my
What
queen.
a gentleman.
AKA Barlow's antenna so smooth, I fall asleep at the wheel and crash a zip car, and I'm out in this motherfucker because it's a PT Cruiser and nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? AKA the Dominican Dundada Dagman Daddy, AKA swipe my card again. There's definitely money on that motherfucker. Stop trying to play me before I call your manager that DVRs the show and listens to the podcast on their way to work and embarrass you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about how smacked I am. Just put the holiday Reese's in the fucking bag and let's go. I'm not trying to be outside, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because the lady behind me they got, you know what I'm saying? They got the footprints on the ground. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She's not standing. She's not standing on the footprints. They got the footprints right there. She's not standing on them. Yeah, it's right. You know what I'm saying?
I want to be outside. Shout out to that Jonestown classic hit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? AKA Romeo Santos. Wow. Tu favorita, mami. So zany. Let me black out. Yo. You called me, you left me a voicemail saying that I ate your titi's ass. How did I do that? I don't even remember because I blacked out. Wow. Who are you going to believe? Who are they going to believe? You or Romeo Santos, international superstar? You know what I'm saying? Ha. How you feel? AKA Lightning Dutchie. Hello? Is it weed you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes that you've been coronafied.
Yeah.
So I cannot share this blunt with you. You know what I'm saying? Until, you know what I mean, there's some type of vaccine that all white people take first, and then we'll follow suit. AKA Tom Brady, got my balls deflated more than Bobby Crafts. You know what I'm saying? We out in Tampa cooking meth, boy. You know what I'm saying? AKA Field to Ass Tyson. You know what I'm saying? I want to explore your cosmos, ma. Consensually, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because we the consent boys. AKA Lil Snoozy Vert, first nigga to tap out on live, been social distancing pre-Rona. You know what I'm saying? AKA Frino Messi, MVP of Gelato. AKA Zenil Bedingfield. I gotta get some sticks. Gotta get some sticks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
AKA, we at 25 capacity. You know who it is, boy. It's Joe Hookah. I dare you.
To what?
To smoke with me.
Sure, buddy. Drop a pin.
At Mama Sushi, you know what I'm saying?
I'm heading over.
25 capacity, you know what I'm saying? More like 50, you know what I'm saying? Depending on when the cops come by. You did.
Wait, hold on. 49, 50, 51. Oh, yeah, what's up? This big, oh, wait. Birthday. It's someone's birthday, bro.
It's someone's birthday? Fuck!
Yeah, they got the gold balloons that say 31. Bro. Legally, we can't, we got the Geneva Convention. We got the Corona Convention. So we can't.
This sucks, bro.
Why do we agree to these rules?
We can't even do our jobs anymore.
Bro,
fucking de Blasio and his coward governor don't even let us use our jobs.
Bro, remember back when you could be a virus back in the 80s and the 90s?
Yeah,
back when you were allowed to kill people? Remember that?
Yeah.
Now de Blasio, you can't kill anybody. You can't
kill
infect anybody. You can't work overtime. Come on, bro.
Bullshit.
This is bullshit. You know what? Here comes de Blasio. Turn your back on him. Turn your back on him. Yeah.
Let's turn our backs on him. Yeah,
turn your backs on him. Yeah, fuck him. We stand in solidarity with NYPD, FDNY, and the ambulance. COVID disavows That's right. Yeah, what's this fucking guy? De Blasio.
Yeah, De Blasio and Cuomo with your little nipple ring, your little fancy man. Yeah.
Viruses against De Blasio. Paid for by viruses against De Blasio.
I'm coronavirus, and I approve this message.
Imagine coronavirus is like, hi, I'd like to place a commercial. You'd be like, could you stop destroying us? They're like, yeah, that's not what that calls for. So
yeah, no, I'm trying to buy ads. They got mad ads on Facebook.
What's the going rate for like at nighttime after 1 p.m.? Okay, yeah, I just want to know. Like
okay,
at 1
cool,
a.m.
yeah.
Like,
some pre-rolls. You know, no big stuff. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna see coronavirus on the front of like Smart Business shit. Just like
Business
like,
Insider, like yo,
yeah,
who's across the shit? Like yo, how coronavirus expanded its horizons?
How coronavirus took over 2020 and coronavirus got his arms folded? Like yeah,
nigga wearing loafers with no socks.
I did that. They're like
right next to Bill Gates.
They're like women CEOs taking over. You find out coronavirus is run by the CEO is a woman. He's like, oh wow,
wow, okay, we can't even be mad at coronavirus anymore.
Is the coronavirus CEO back to back with the CEO of Barstool? Like yo, women are taking over. You're like, all right,
all right.
Salute to them. Like and retweet.
Yeah, you go, girl.
You go, girl.
Yeah, oh man, why women be like, yes,
yes, queen. Yeah, this is what RGB died for. Yes, yes. So it's like sisters are,
yes.
Talk to the hand. The hand that voted for Biden.
That's right. Look at the sticker. I put it on my palm for this selfie. Yo, AKA Ben Boston. My hands are gifted. Have you ever in your jive turkey life repaired the depleted spine of a white woman using only "We Voted" stickers and the stupid pink pussy hats that they were wearing at the beginning of this whole thing in 2016 or 2017? I can't even remember the year because I've gone stir crazy in this goddamn White House. I'm losing my mind. Candy, get the strap. I'm about to blow my fucking brains out. Please vote this nigga out of office so I can get out of here immediately. God damn it. AKA, I'll open your motherfucking medicine cabinet. You know who it is. It's the Zen Man. AKA Rico Sarosa. AKA Baby Newport 2 for 5 minutes. Garbage down the way. AKA Nino Brown. Shut the Carter down from 2 to 3 just for sanitizing. But you could come get your krills right after. Nice. AKA live harassing patrons eating al fresco and indoors now wearing a mask. Psych! It's the East Tremont Stevie B doing all his greatest hits like I wanna be the one your titi is fucking and dope sick love. Don't let me lean unless it's 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? AKA the I almost went straight into it, mate. These cowards don't deserve that.
Take your time.
These cowards don't deserve this. Hey, listen, mate. Happy birthday to Aubrey Graham. He's one of us. He's a Londonite. He's also Jamaican, as Dominican, as Jesus mentioned earlier. But there's only 2 rock stars left in this world, mate, and they are the Bodega Boys, the immovable, unstoppable juggernaut of culture and force, of which I am one. The plantain sleeping over in the sky. One day you will find me smoking weed on Tremont, selling bootleg PPE. It may work or it may not, you know what I'm saying? But at least you're trying, mate. You know, I respect it. AKA, I met my friend Cecil, man. I'm never gonna fail. I got the guts of a burglar, nigga. You know what I'm saying? AKA, back at it, trying to finesse his way onto the Lakers. Calling LeBron, it's your boy, Bormelo Anthony. Bang! He got it! LeBron picked up the call. Let's go! Ring, here we come. Hey, listen, man. Hey, if you see me in Target higher than the yarmulke on the center of your Hebrew school's basketball team center, approach me like a motherfucking earth-sign mammal, dog, and stay 6 feet away and play dead. You know what I'm saying? Unless we at the polls, you know what I'm saying? Then we can hug and take selfies and all that type of shit. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. AKA it's Tom Petty and the Ball Breakers. Because every time I do the show or the podcast or anything that's Zoom, you know I'm free. Free balling. I'm letting my nuts just hang. You know what I'm saying? AKA, ho, ho, ho. Hey kids, it's Benzo the Clown. Ho, ho. Hire me for your kid's birthday party. Oh, I'm on a lot of benzos right now, so I'm a little sleepy. I'm going to take a nap over here. Mr. Fun Fun, you want to hold it down for us?
Hey, you kids. I mean, listen, kids. I don't usually do this, but I mean, if you guys grab your textbooks, I'll show you how to read properly. And I'll show you how to diversify your tax income, because some of you guys want to do like residual income and stuff like that. But I mean, if that's not what you want, I could probably like just show you how to like get my residual income in your pants and like.
Whoa, sir, whoa, Mr. Funford, Mr. Funford.
You kids should be here. By in here, I mean in my pants. I mean.
No, whoa, get in the Toyota Sienna immediately. Let's go. Come on, skirt. Okay, I'm so fake lead to your favorite SoundCloud rapper. He is high off of coffee grinds and the coffee filter that they are in. And I just found a poopy bag full of Brownie's poop that has been outside all summer, and it just collected water, so I just kind of like dropped the water in there too. So, you know, just mix that up and drink it, I guess. Maybe it'll make you high, maybe not. But, you know, depending on how the mixtape sounds, we'll find out. You know what I'm saying? AKA, Papi, it's time to put into SAP.
Uh-oh.
¡Hey! ¡Coño, Hassan, tírame la fucking pita! Oye, que lo que, guau. Llegó el hijo de FIFA, coño, el más loco, todo bajando con la pámpara prendida. Yo, no me des cotorre, que el palo que tiene Tito te tumba el coco, caco de vacinilla, váyase de ahí, que conmigo tú no vas a sonar. Rulín, llegó el bagay. Hoy me desacato, voy a gastar un par de pesos. La envidia no me alcanza, siempre ando en alta, yo no ando en eso. You know what I'm saying? Shout out la casa Showtime, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Cash App, you know what I'm saying? El patrocinador de la vaina, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Hassan Insane, el ingeniero, el genio, el que pone la foca nota. Shout out Disus Bueno, la nota jamaquina, the president, prime minister of Jamaica, número uno, you know the fucking vibes, tú sabes la vibra, papi. Shout out Víctor Marte, el papi de la lady, 24 quilotes de melena. Ya las nenas de la bodega, Dai, la más la dura, la planta, la insuperable y Vicky, la más loca de todas, especie de miel. Ya era mi presidente Pío, suelta esa vaina, secretario de defensa, activo con el cañón, avísame que lo suelto. Llegaron mi hermano Friki, ya tiene Lamborghini, de 12 años ponerse boca floja y una cocorco palomo. Que descanse para mi hermanito Sexo, mi hermano Chavik y toda la gente que ha morido con la mano a las manos de la policía corrupta. ¿Ok? Lávate tu mano. Social, distancia social. Mantén el toque de queda si está activo en tu país. Y cuídate, mi gente. Thank you very much. Episodio 223, 223. Estamos aquí, estamos ready. Me quité ya. Thank you very much.
You know the fucking vibes, man. Episode 223. 223, not 223.
Yeah. You slipping back into that gang life. I see you, player.
Almost time. You know the fucking vibes. As always, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's been the Bodega Boy. Shout out to Cash App. Yo,
yes,
shout out
sir.
to Nigeria and SARS. You know what I'm saying? We stand with all our Najan people out there.
Yeah, shout out to Najan boys and gals and them. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all.
All the Nigerian Bodega Hive out there. And also, shout out, by the time this drops, you know, the secret is out there. Shout out to the brand having a Timberland. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We out here. Okay?
You know the fucking vibes.
Timberlands on my feet. Keep the cipher complete. You know the fucking
That's
vibes.
Right.
Still leveling up. Bigger and badder things going on. Stay tuned. We got more information coming. All right. Till then, we out.
Holla.